count down. We're not like syncing or anything.
What-
You're just streaming on
what-
Twitch.
What
So
bullshit?
bad news,
Make the
everyone.
impression that we are more professional than we are.
No, I'm going to destroy that right now. So bad news, everyone. I tried to find Majin Buu ASMR and I couldn't find any.
Can you
know
find Vegeta ASMR?
I found Broly ASMR.
All our
Broly?
fan, you know what to do. Don't actually do any work for us, please.
Please don't make Majin Buu ASMR. What the fuck would that even sound like?
Ask a voice actor.
I found an ASMR of somebody drawing Vegeta, and the ASMR is the sound of them drawing.
I could.
Yeah, that's fairly common.
Yeah, I just find it funny that it's specifically Vegeta.
Is it sexy Vegeta or is it just Vegeta?
10 hours of Vegeta shouting.
Where are you pretending there's a difference?
Oh, I forgot one very important pog I have to make. Hold on.
Good thing we have time because Fefner is still not here.
Fefner is standing.
I need to
up tonight.
find. Oh man, I
Jeez,
hope
this
I hope
late
this
for-
exists.
The dinner's late.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
exaggerate.
Both of them exist. Good.
Magic is happening here tonight.
I don't expect anyone to. Well, maybe someone would get this, but it makes me happy. So whatever.
Well, that's really the important thing, isn't it?
I just need to crop it right.
I'm biting the hell out of my fingernails and you can't stop
Jenna,
me.
stop it.
Jenna, stop it.
No.
Put Tabasco sauce on your fingernails.
Paint
Yeah.
your fingernails. That'll stop you from doing it.
No.
Do it.
Remind yourself that you cleaned the litter box.
I didn't though.
Ugh.
I only
Close
clean
window
the litter
again.
box twice a week because I'm lazy. I'm a bad cat owner.
Same. Except once a week because I'm really bad.
Wow.
I have a very, very big one though, so
There you
Cat?
go.
no, a very big box.
Both. Both big cats and big box. Oh, which reminds me. Am I actually streaming? Yeah.
Yes, I am looking at the chat and nothing's happening because nothing ever happens.
Oh, right.
Don't say that.
Hello.
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 Sorry I'm
Oh,
late.
Oh,
Are
it's
we
fine.
all?
You're
Swear to
4 minutes
God, one of
late, it's
these
not a big deal.
nights I'm going to be in charge of dinner on a Wednesday.
Are we all decently full on the stream?
I think
Oh,
so.
I'm not listening. I just went to the chat. I'm not listening. Let me see.
Jenner, I think so isn't really an acceptable answer.
I'm here, and I'm streaming.
Yes, but it doesn't matter if no one can hear us.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back.
All right, well, time to talk so that he has something to listen to.
No, I refuse.
Hey, words.
I'm gonna make this harder.
Say something, Breadmaster.
Something.
Thank you.
I'm getting some very important pogs ready. The only person is, I will let you know ahead of time. I'm only making these 2 pogs for a dumb joke.
Andrew.
All right, Jenna, you're actually a little quieter than everyone else.
Good.
Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah, I muted again. Sorry. So, if you can, turn yourself up a little bit. Just a squelch, a smidge.
Oh, me or Jenner?
Me,
No, Jenner.
Me. Okay, fine. I've never changed these settings before. It's always been fine, but here we go.
Just a little bit.
Crank it up to there.
like
There
10%.
we go. I've put it up 8%.
That's good enough.
I loudened myself
In biggened
in biggin.
your voice. Okay. What were we even doing today? I don't. fucking-
Garbage people.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going
that's
back
right.
to talk to the people in Shanzi.
Oh, before we get started, I do want to ask, now that everyone's here, how does everyone feel about arachnids?
I
Just-
like spiders and think they are cute.
I'm ambivalent. I'll catch them in a cup and put them outside and not squash them.
Okay.
No
Fenrir,
phobias, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, same. Spiders are fuckers, but I'm otherwise neutral.
okay.
I guess the
I
spider
should have
warning.
really asked at the very beginning of this campaign, like, how do y'all feel about macro shots of close-ups on bugs?
I guess I'll put a fucking spider warning in the thread. Hold on.
I don't think it's going to be huge. I'm just asking out of courtesy because I know.
Well,
some
we
people-
should.
Yeah, it's
I know.
courtesy
Anyone
warning.
stumbling upon our stream have that same courtesy.
Yeah,
Look,
all those people.
Jenner's the one with the stream camera, so she can zoom out and zoom in so that it's not an issue.
Okay, I guess.
So I'm pushing the buck off onto Jenner now.
Gender, the responsibility is to force it onto you.
We need to
Oh no.
use the cute spider, the fuzzy.
Just use a picture of Spider-Man.
Just use that one picture of a spider, like it's got the blushy like
Yeah,
sheep
yeah.
drawn on it.
Yeah, the there we go. I put out edit warning, spider warning. This session, comma maybe.
Very small side
Spider
warning.
question mark.
Ugh.
Let's see.
So a thing we wanted to ask you, Breadmaster, is it says that my mild condition goes away if I have time to rest. I'm guessing we haven't had time to rest, and I still have a sprained ankle.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, you still generally have a sprained ankle until you find the time to rest.
Okay, but we have to head back. We can't take time to rest. We have to
Let people know that the way
Let
is
the
clear.
people
and
know
there's
that
a
the way
huge
is
centipede
clear.
that we can all eat.
that there's a huge centipede here that we can eat. Yep,
Oh, millipede. Sorry, I keep doing that.
yep.
I've learned it.
Listen, buddy, I earned these 1,000 legs. You'll refer to all of them.
Don't you ever talk to me or my 1,000 legs again. There's one more thing I want to
It's
learn how
impossible
to
for
do
me to skip leg day.
with Roll20 before we get started.
I'm glad that you appreciate my chapter title.
Where is it?
I thought Leg Day was a really good session title. Thank you.
It was really good.
It's not as good as The Emperor's New Closure, which is still the best, but the can't all be winner.
Despite peaking, you're still doing very well.
Okay, I'm gonna test this out and see if it works.
Okay. Oh.
It does work. Good. Is there anything else we? Oh, I gotta open up all your character sheets. Jeff, I think we mentioned, or we said at the end of the last session that you wanted to adjust something on your character sheet. But I
Me?
forgot.
No, I just added a new aspect.
Oh yeah. What was the new aspect?
I have created an entire martial art from my knowledge of the millipede.
Oh, that's right. Lots of kicking, I imagine.
Probably yes.
You
Wow.
rapid cool, so now you can just say kick over and over again forever.
He
Kick,
He cuts
punch, it's
himself.
all in the mind.
I think that's everything I need to do before we get started. Let me check my notes, make sure I have notes.
Oh. I should check chat, see if anybody actually comes into chat today.
I
Oh, I
think
have-
somebody else is in there.
Somebody
That's not
whispered me.
us.
Who whispered me? Don't whisper me. I'm not checking
Get out.
this. Don't talk to me.
Oh,
It's
we have
electrical
two
skateboard.
unfamiliar people.
Oh, I posted about this in different Discords.
How dare they? Hi, new people.
Hello, Mr. Fahrenheit.
I'm not seeing them on the viewers list. Apparently, I'm just out of date.
Or Mr. Fahrenheit, I should say.
Fahrenheit? No, it's Fahrenheit. Hi, Fahrenheit. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. Are you notes ready, Breadmaster? Are we ready to entertain the masses? All
Yes, yes.
4 of them.
I'm a mess.
Whoa.
Oh, never mind. Mr. Fahrenheit called us nerds.
Oh, how dare he!
Not
Damn,
compliant.
well, shut it down, everyone.
We got called out. We got owned.
I'm surprised it took this long.
All right, let's go.
Last time, the party was trailblazing for the refugees of Shiandi, and they were led by one of the mushroom people from the mushroom village to scout out the safe way.
Yep.
And along the way, they encountered the hungry scales, also known as silverfish, which they killed.
Kind of.
And then they came
Drove
to a
off.
very narrow. Killed, drove off, same difference. And then they came to a very narrow tunnel, which the mushroom person could not follow them through which they went, and they found the beast with 1,000 legs, a millipede, being ridden by the high cultist of Mole, who they promptly shoved off its back into its mouth.
Which is a shame because I really wanted this hat. In fact, right now, before we head back, Char's gonna carve up at that millipede and get that fucking hat because I want that hat.
The hat's gone.
No.
That's probably been digested
Wait.
by this point.
Can we
No.
retcon it so that when I burst out of the millipede, I was wearing the hat?
Gross. And don't forget, I don't think I forgot about the fact that Somi is walking back covered in this thing's guts.
Oh, it's all meat
but
before.
also has that
Proof
hat
that I
on.
murdered it.
But also has that hat on.
These are my trophies of what I killed.
I want that hat.
Uh,
Anyway, sorry, did not mean to distract you with my shenanigans. Always happens.
So I believe that the plan now was to head back to the Mushroom Village and meet up with the Shiandi people, so that they knew, so that you could regroup, make sure everyone was okay and they got out, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And then eat that
Yeah.
millipede.
So Shara is limping back, and every time they're like, "Come on, we can take a short rest." She's like, "No, our people. I have to press on for the sake of carpet people humanity."
I had a name for what you yourselves referred to how you referred to yourselves, but I've forgotten it.
It's not Lilliputians, is it?
No.
No, that's
Okay.
There was a word that was from the original book, but anyway, as you're walking back, around the time when you get through the narrow tunnel and are entering the chamber with the burned husk of a silverfish,
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
all of a sudden, everything starts to shake, and
Oh,
there's a
no.
horrible, deafening noise all throughout the tunnels.
Uh-oh.
Like it is a physical force that is pressing you down almost.
Oh gosh.
And it continues for what seems like an eternity, but you because there's no passage of time really, like there's no way to track the passage of time, you don't know exactly how long it goes on for. All you know is that it is terrifying.
Oh, do we? Okay.
What?
And you're probably all kind of deafened.
It's loud.
What?
Mop.
Since you can't hear me, I just want you to know. No.
We're not dating.
We're not dating. But I like
No,
your
this
You
voice.
can stop me
Keep
just because
head
you're
back.
shouting nature. You can't.
But I like your muscles. Okay. They're very muscular.
All right, I guess we're just gonna keep going then. Maybe a little
Check.
faster.
Yeah, we gotta check on everyone.
What if that was the fray? What if we're all dead now?
Is the afterlife just more adventure?
Well, nothing seems to have changed, so.
These are the
eh.
deep questions that we have to ask ourselves.
Uh,
I look up. Does it look like we've been stepped on?
no, nothing in the underlay seems to have changed. But coming up the tunnel is one of the mushroom people who is like signing frantically, like signing sort of in relief, like like they're thankful that they found you. Okay.
Okay. I'll rush up. Well, I can't rush up to them. I hobble up to them. I pull a crutch out of my bag because, of course, I have a crutch in my bag. Why wouldn't I have a crutch in my bag? And hobble up to them.
And they are waving over their shoulder to someone behind them, and coming up from behind them is, oh wait, no, yeah, coming up from behind them is someone you recognize.
Hey!
It's not your
Hey,
girlfriend.
girl. Hey, it's my girlfriend. Shut up.
Prince Tommy and your companions.
Oh,
It is
she
good
said
to-
your name. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
God damn
on.
it.
Clatter, click. Okay. Okay, we're good. Keep going.
It is good to see you again. It's we've managed to reach the village. We got your note, and everything is going as smoothly as we hoped, almost. After you left into the underground, we sent out runners to the outlying villages to try and gather as many people before the fray arrived. And it wasn't a moment too soon. By the second day you were gone, we spotted several pairs of antennae to the south approaching. It became so numerous, we lost count of how many individual ants were approaching.
Oh no.
At that point, we started evacuating underground, and I was with the last vanguard to get out, and that's when the fray struck. Not an hour ago. What I saw defies all explanation. It was like the sky itself opened up and ripped Shiandi into the air, disappeared into a gaping black hole.
What about the ants?
What's a black hole?
You understand what black ant hole is, so
It's a hole which is black.
Okay, what about the ants? Let's go with Dime's question then.
they too were taken by this force. I couldn't.
Good.
So, in the end, nature eats itself.
It didn't seem
Fitting.
natural at all.
It was
Fortunately,
like
no one was
a
lost.
like a horrible
I believe-
screaming sound, or
Well, we did just experience something terrifying, like not an hour ago. It was probably that. Come on.
Well, we felt a downward pressure, I thought.
Oh, maybe.
You felt a pressure in general. Everything felt bad. Everything was shaking and rumbling.
I mean, if
Okay,
something
then.
sucks, then anything goes after that blows, and that was the downward pressure.
Okay.
Makes sense to me. I know science.
Well, the bad news is I looked
Sir.
at ants versus vacuum, and the only video I can find is leaf blower versus ant mound, and I don't think things go well for the ant mound, so I got nothing this time.
It was very close. I was afraid that we would have lost some of the refugees in the evacuation, but everyone pulled through. No one more than our new recruit to the Shiandi militia, and she has a few guardsmen with her, including this fellow who is like Titanic in size. He is
I hate
mostly 90-degree angles, especially at the shoulders.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Lex has just gone off to a different part of the tunnel network, just staring at a wall.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be like emotive a whole lot, but when he realizes that Lady Glader is like complimenting him, he smiles.
What counts as a smile for him? There we go. Very nice.
That's it. That's the whole joke I wanted to do with him. I'm happy now.
Thanks, I hate it.
I don't know what this is a reference to, but
Yeah. We can't escape references in our games.
Hey, I haven't done it as much as you have.
I beat him up.
No.
Don't beat him up.
You don't know.
Time prevents it.
How is the scouting gone?
Oh, we solved the food problem.
Well, we were already rationing things, and we knew that rationing would be necessary, but any source of supplies would be appreciated.
Oh well.
We'll see all
Let's-
this
let-
viscera.
We've got food for months.
Well, we can't impose on the mushroom people. They've said as much. So let's move on, and we'll get to at least where we stopped last, and maybe can make a temporary like camp there where we go ahead again.
Of course.
It was an open area.
Yeah. The chamber that the millipede was in was big enough to like. It was huge. It was big enough to encompass the whole refugees. It was just a big air bubble in the underlay, basically.
All right, let's go. I'm not in
Let's get
charge.
going.
Yeah. So Lady Glader is going to be organizing people to set up like a basically a long chain to watch over the path, cooperating with the mushroom people as the refugees file in, and you as you reach the chamber with the millipede, like she's just kind of in awe, like
Yeah, we did that. And Somi finished it off. That was like a team effort.
Oh yes, I did.
But
There were some
Somi-
cultists, but they suck,
I've
so
never
we don't care about
seen
them.
such a beast before. Yes, this certainly will take some time to prepare and preserve for however long the journey may be. Wow. Have you scouted ahead any farther than this though?
We got this far, and we just had to go back because we needed to take a chill.
No, that is understandable. I believe this will be a good place to rest the refugees, let them get their breath back, and meanwhile we'll butcher this thing. I dare say the armor smiths will have a fine time with the chitin.
Oh yes. Whew. Whew.
I expect this will take at least a day with everyone working on it, but probably at 2 or 3. In that time, will you be going ahead?
Maybe
I don't see why not.
Maybe can we take a breather for the night and then head out in the morning, or
Certainly,
morning
certainly.
equivalent?
You are,
We've basically been going nonstop since we left.
yes. I think that you all deserve at least a rest for the night, whatever it is. So yeah, you guys are going to set up camp with the few guards that including the very smiling man. You're going to be setting up camp around the centipede or millipede. I keep doing that. And rest for the night. So
All right, I want
Shara-
to make an advantage.
you're gonna prepare something while during this downtime.
Yes. Well, I want to set out my little guys.
You
I
tardigrades.
forgot the name of a fucking tardigrade for a second.
Speaking of tardigrades, you're gonna need to name one now.
Okay. There's Bubbles and Glubbles and Troubles, and they're gonna watch all the entrances.
I believe this is 6, 7, and 8.
Yep.
So Bubbles, Grubbles.
Glubbles.
Oh
Come
god,
again?
that's a wash.
They're tardigrades. What do you expect them to do?
Eat themselves, eat each other.
Yeah, basically. Like they can't communicate back what they find, so
Well, I don't learn anything or help anybody, but they do walk around a lot, making themselves visible to people in the camp.
Hey, Glade.
you guys seem to like them.
Hey, Glader. Check out my war injury. I saucily show her my sprained ankle. Wanky wanky.
You shouldn't be putting weight on that.
My gams. Check out my gams.
Jenner, going by your character's pog, you're shapely in a lot of ways.
But check out. Yeah, I'm not putting weight on it. Do you wanna help me administer first aid? Because I'm single.
I want to just pick Shara up and carry her away.
Wait, we're not dating.
Glader is just gonna kind of look confused at you all.
So is that an advantage? What are you?
I don't think that's anything really. You're just annoying my NPCs or confusing the hell out of them. Does anyone else want to do something during the night?
I'm gonna commune with my sword because I kind of lost my cloak that dampens its power. So I'm going to attempt to create an advantage. I think either this is probably clever, but it could be careful because I'm trying to convince the ant soul within my sword that we need to work together and that it shouldn't try anything funny. Oh God, why?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Thankfully, my character sheet was blocking most of that, but I saw the horrid lower gum.
So you want to basically meditate over your sword for a while?
Yeah.
Really drink in that smell?
Gonna give that sword what for. So, was that convincing enough for careful, or am I rolling clever? I'm basically trying to like prevent any sort of future ant possessions, I guess.
You're trying to like maintain your hold on it without it
Yes.
influencing you. Yeah, that would be careful, I think.
Okay. Not
Mm.
fantastic.
You don't feel it invade your mind any further, but you don't feel like you're putting up walls to it either.
Maybe it's all in your head, and you don't even. Nothing is real at this point. Oh.
What is real, man?
What
Wow.
even is ant?
God, if you found like a cannabis seed or something, everyone could get high. Anyway, Somi, are you going to be doing anything?
I want to try and create an advantage by tearing off part of the millipede's carapace to use as a makeshift shield.
Yeah, that sounds forceful.
I wanted to do it while showing off to other people.
That
saying
sounds
like,
flashy.
yes, this creature is very strong, but if you're as strong as me, then he just rips a part of it off. It's nothing.
This is how I dealt the first blow.
Because that first blow broke his hand.
Yeah.
Oh wow. We're
Jeez.
rolling.
Well,
we're
that will
rolling.
be a 3 because you get that.
Yeah, I have a
+2.
stunt.
That's true.
So that's a 3. So that's an advantage then.
Yeah, you get some help from one of the guards to cut it into a shape and add a strap to it so you can hold it as a shield. You also scrape off the inside and dry it out so it isn't horribly rotten and smelly by tomorrow.
I pull out an assortment of paints and have you pick a color. Now I'm gonna paint a little symbol on your shield.
What does the royal crest of Frita look
It's the
like?
Pringles guy. What are you talking about?
It totally is.
The Pringles guy with staying hair though.
Yes.
Damn it.
Hold
Let's
on, I
go
need to do
with
a
the
Google
dark
search.
blade.
I would be surprised if that art exists anywhere.
It's fan art time. It's time for Loica to break out the Photoshop.
Yeah, no, there's no Pringles guy with saying.
Wait a second. You would be wrong. Hold on a second. Let me just put this in Discord. Hold on. See.
Can you-
Copy
Yeah.
address.
Can you
Let's put
Google's
this
having
in the Twitch
issues.
chat right there.
Can you paste it into? Yes, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Why does this exist?
Here,
It was
paste
from a game of one of those like drawing games on the internet.
paste it into the game chat so I can click on it and show the stream.
I put it in the. Okay.
Sorry.
Uh,
And it's on
uh,
Twitch.
Thank you.
You can't click on it though. It's not. Oh yeah, it is. Doesn't
Very
click on
good. Anyway,
Yes.
so why don't you give yourself
That's
a new...
what it looks like.
I always forget to check. Do you have... No, I guess not. This would be a new aspect, I suppose, for Somi.
Oh, I just wanted to make an advantage.
Okay.
If I was making a new aspect, I wouldn't have to roll for it, right?
No, I guess not. Yeah, I've been reading up on other fate systems, and like gear also counts as aspects in some of those.
Right. Well, I don't want to make this a permanent part of my character. This is just elongating the victory.
Yeah. So I guess
For
it
a
would go
little
under
while.
your extras as a what would you call that?
Advantage with. I just call it Millipede Shield,
That makes sense.
and that's just one free invoke, right?
Yep.
All right, I guess I am going to try and create a global advantage for everybody. And that is going to be to not creep on Glader, and instead make sure that she's got our backs covered all the way back. So I'm going to just chatter up to make sure that the entire way back to the Mushroom Village, basically, is secured. So
So
that
you're
if
basically
we,
going to have she's going to have like a makeshift map of the tunnel so far, and you're going to pour over it and make sure that she's got guards posted at key junctions.
yeah, and I'm just going to make sure that if we need to fall back, like for any reason, that we can do so safely.
Yeah, this would probably be clever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. So I'm going to cleverly create this advantage. Nope.
Wow.
Wow, nobody's rolling well today.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Well, that was a bust.
Just be glad this isn't in combat or anything. Let's get
Hopefully,
the bad rolls out right now.
get these bad rolls out. Well, I do look at it, and it seems like legit, but I don't really create. It looks like she's doing a good job, but I don't really
But, like,
create. I don't really
Just
create
because
an
of the
advantage
nature
of
of
it.
the tunnels. Just
Yeah.
because of the nature of the tunnels and how rudimentary the map is so far, there's no way to completely cover every entrance and exit anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So just she's gonna do her best, but like you can't be certain.
Right.
Her first priority is going to be the refugees anyway.
Yeah, I thank her regardless, and then limp back over to my spot to relax, so that hopefully I can recover my sprained ankle.
Oh yeah, you all can bed down for the night, and you can remove that consequence because you rested, and we can begin the next phase of this whole shenanigans. As you press on through the chamber to what lies beyond, which is more tunnels. But the tunnels have started sort of convening. There's a lot more tunnels flowing in the same direction now, and linking up. Less offshoots, more convening. I've already said that, but yeah, and eventually you reach a point where it opens up into a great chasm. Like the underlay almost just stops, and there's a bit of a drop, and then there's just emptiness almost in front of you. You can barely see a few feet in front of you, and up above there's a thin line of light coming down, and what you've reached is a wall, quite literally.
Well, we can see light above us. How high up?
Higher than you could possibly imagine. Because, like, well, think about it. Height-wise, you are essentially in the gap between the carpet, the foam underneath the carpet, and the wall itself. And I imagine that's pretty deep. It's like Grand Canyon deep.
Oh
And
yeah.
Well, what now, friends?
Is this what we were looking for?
Well, there's only really two ways you could go. Taking a short walk forwards, you hit the wall, and it is you can't climb it. And there are exits north and south, but there's no signs of which way you should go yet.
It will take far too long to dig through this.
Basically, you need to flip a coin to decide which way to go.
What is this material?
Oh, what is the material?
Yes.
It is hardwood. Like you know what wood is because wood exists in the carpet. But this wood is so. This wood is hard, quite literally, and there's no feasible way you could cut pieces off of it. It seems.
No, I mean it'd be like pitted and stuff because we're tiny, but it's still a 2x4 basically.
Yeah, it's the molding at the bottom of a wall.
I believe that the carpet has moved into hardwood. That the two have touched each other. Not that they carpeted over hardwood. I hope.
No, the wall is carpet.
Yeah, we're at the wall.
Yeah.
The wall is a vertical surface.
All right, north or south? Which way are we going?
Maybe the seer has left some sort of clue here.
That is an idea. But you know what also you could do? You could split up.
Yeah.
I was about to make that joke, but
And
no.
In fact,
All right, the 3 tardigrades go south.
in fact, Dime, you've been cramped with these 3 goobers for at least 3 days now, and you're a meticulous loner. You would rather be on your own for at least a little bit. So I'll give you a fate point if you suggest to the rest of the party, and they agree that you go off on your own, and the other 3 go the other way.
We will never agree to that.
I will.
Oh, well.
You can't dictate what we're gonna do, only what she's gonna do.
Yeah, but you all do know that the trailblazing is what she's known for. So if anyone's going to go off on her own, it would be her.
All right.
I have faith in her.
I agree, but first I'm going to. What's the one where I don't have to roll to make a thing? Aspect? No. I'm gonna roll make an advantage.
Yes.
With quick.
What are you doing?
I'm going to give her my fastest tardigrade to send back to us if she needs to give us a message.
Basically, you have the equivalent of a homing pigeon, but it's a tardigrade.
Yep. This one's name is
Well, I gotta write down the name.
Henry.
Okay, so the tardigrades' names so far are Bubbles, Grubbles, Drubbles, and Henry.
There are more than that from previous sessions.
Oh yes, just this session alone.
All right, so yeah, I'll take that point. All
Have a
right,
fate point.
we don't have much time, and if there are 2 different directions, either one could be the right way, one could be the wrong way. I'm going to explore north. You guys go south.
All right, good luck.
All right, I got to split the party. Woo!
Bye, Henry. Be good. Do what she says. Unless it's mean to you, then don't do what she says.
I can't imagine tardigrades are very expressive in the first place.
Nope, it just kind of burbles.
Please
Yeah.
be safe, Dime. I'm not happy about this.
It's not like you care or anything, right?
It's not like I care. No, I would never care. I watch wistfully as Dime walks away. Gentle anime music playing, the wind ruffling my hair. A single tear rolls down my cheek.
Stop
Goodbye.
being director of photography.
My
That's
love.
job. We're gonna hard cut to just Dime now. Dime, why don't you make me some sort of role for trailblazing?
All right, I'm going to make a sneaky trailblazing roll because while I should be going quickly on my own, I need to be prepared for things. And ooh, my stunt is only for creating an advantage. I could technically create an advantage though,
I would
right?
consider this would be creating an advantage. I would consider it.
All right, so this plus 2, so a 4.
Yeah. So there is not a lot of light to go by without your lantern, and it's hard to be sneaky when you're carrying a light source. But you keep the wall to your left as you walk along it, and you feel a presence far, far above you that has noticed your movement, but you can't sense anything beyond that.
What my advantage, I guess, would just be alerted.
Yeah, that can work.
So I'm aware if anything is about to like lunge at me or make any sort of move.
Mm-hmm. And so you are on the watch for things that are moving on towards you, which is why when you step into something that holds your foot still, you weren't expecting that because it wasn't moving, and now you can't move your foot.
Well, I'm gonna stab that thing.
And now you can't move your sword.
Can I still move my mouth?
Yes.
Henry, go get help.
Henry trundles off at the speed tardigrades go, which is
It's fine.
It's the fastest one. It didn't say it was fast.
Yeah.
The tardigrade is red, though.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
tardigrades are not the equivalent of orcs.
So roughly,
I forgot Warhammer made that joke, too.
Yep.
That's where it started.
Yep.
It started with Gundam.
No, really?
No way.
Sure,
40K
Zaku is 3
says-
times faster than regular Zaku. I'm not derailing the game to yell about Gundam. So let's go.
Okay. So yeah, while Henry turns around and trundles off, you look closer at what might be holding your sword in your foot, and you see shimmering strands of something. And every movement you make sends vibrations running up them, making sort of a low thrumming noise.
Right. How to deal with spider webs? Go on.
well, I can't believe Diamond's fucking dead.
And you notice more of these strands all around you, and some of them are vibrating without you touching them.
Ants fighting spiders.
And coming out of the shadows, you see a not humongous form, but I'm gonna say it's quite large compared to you. Not as big as an ant. This is a very small spider by comparison, but it's at least 3 times your size, and it's got fangs. You can see that. What do you do?
Web. Well, trying to figure out how one would escape the web. Well, is there any part of me that I can move, or did I just get completely stuck?
Just your foot and your sword. You can let go of the sword and have both arms free. Or you could fight harder and pull the sword away, but that might be an action.
Just a sec. Just Googling how bugs work. Okay, so Google's not going to help me, so...
How'd you bug?
How do I bug?
Let's see. I think, technically speaking, I'm going to forcefully... This is probably counts as a defense, right? Like, at this point, I'm just trying to get away.
Yeah, you can focus on defending.
All right, so I'm going to basically throw my blade into my other free hand and just start slicing away at whatever's binding me. And then I'm just gonna go back a little bit, try to
Basically
assess
just
where
gonna-
the web is.
Okay.
All right, so this is a +2 since I'm forcefully defending with my blade. So that's a 4 again.
Alright, you successfully defend. I only got a 3 to sneak up on you. But you back away, and while your foot is still like trailing the thread and making it hard to move fast, you manage to free your sword in the process.
Yeah, how thick is this thread compared to her foot?
Pretty thick, I suppose, at this scale.
I hope we don't have to fight a cat. I hope that because if
Oh
so,
god, no.
I've got voice acting for our for our.
Jenner has all the Foley.
I think cats are beyond our capabilities.
Yeah.
What do you
The
think,
spider
Joe?
is going to quickly try to attack you. But
All right.
no, it's gonna try to create advantage, I think.
Yeah,
It's
because you
going
just
to-
defended from that attack.
Yeah. It is going to maneuver itself so that it can start dropping web around you and cut off your escape. Oh god. Well,
was that an oh god that's good for me or bad for me?
it rolled a natural 4.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to create an advantage with two invocations. And I think you're penned in now. What do you do as the spider spins a wall around you?
So how long did this happen
Um,
after you got stuck in the first place? Like, do we have a chance of getting any sort of information?
At the speed
Probably
of
not
Dark Raid.
very.
Yeah, but how
Yeah.
long were you there before the spider came down? I'm saying.
Just a couple of seconds, I'd imagine.
Oh, well, you're not working with me here. It's fine.
I have
Anyway.
a timer in my head when Henry will get to you all.
Anyway, while it's creating webs from its butt, I'm gonna. Is there anything around here that's like? I'm just gonna put the lantern a little bit up to one of the strands so it catches. I wanted like a
Your
third-party
lanterns are
thingamajig.
We've established lanterns are bioluminescent fungus.
Ah,
not
fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, what could I create with? I got rid of the fire thing last session.
Sorry.
We used our resources effectively, Jenner.
All right, so how am I gonna again, there's got to be something flammable around here, because either that or I just stab it in the butt repeatedly until it dies.
You could try to suss out some aspects it has.
All right, yeah, it's probably busy doing that, so I'm going to use sneak. So I'm gonna get a +2,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my god, of course I
Oh.
do well now. So that's an 8.
Yeah. So you're gonna get two free invocations on what I reveal.
The spider has a big self-destruct button on its back. I press it.
No, it's not a robot. You've never seen a spider before. That's one thing. But you are quick to pick up on its behaviors, and just by the fact that it only started coming after you when you shook its web is telling. And now you look closely. This thing, despite having so many eyes, is nearly blind.
All right.
And you know what? I think you rolled so well. Why don't you have a second action before it goes again?
Oh man. Let's see. So I guess I am going to just attempt to stab it in the butt while it's doing its thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a forceful roll, so I get a +2 for forcefully attacking a big. Well,
It is bigger
Damn.
than you.
but I worded it big bugs.
It's a bug.
Well, I mean, all
It has
right.
an
You deal with.
exoskeleton. It's a bug.
We don't have enough people following us to complain that spiders are arachnids. So yes, good. That's a 3.
Do you want to tap one of the free invocations on Nearly Blind to make that a great success?
Okay, that's got 2 free invokes, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, you are. So yeah, it rolled. Wow, it rolled real bad. It goes straight into consequence territory, and I didn't give it consequence thought. So this wasn't meant to be. So this spider is used to prey being caught in its web, flipping out and getting tangled further, not smartly getting ready to stab it in the butt.
No energy wasted.
Yeah. So it appropriately freaks out and runs back onto its web, dripping ichor. At which point, something else moves in the shadows and lands on top of it, and you hear there's a quick struggle, and then the big spider goes still, and you hear slurping sounds.
Busy day today.
And you see very bright eyes looking at you from the darkness on top of the dead spider.
Come on, turn around, bright eyes.
It shifts, and then it jumps, and it's right next to you, looking at you.
Hmm.
It's
Well,
not attacking you. It's just kind of looking at you. It's very small for a spider. It is actually just about the same size, maybe a hair or two shorter than you.
all right. There's no real knowledge roll, so would I roll clever to try to figure out this dude's thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't really have any bonuses to this, but I got a 3 apparently.
That's good enough. Yeah, so this is based on the size of its eyes in comparison to the rest of the body, in that they are huge. This is a juvenile or a baby of some kind, and it is quite quick and it has quite accurate vision, which makes sense since it's a baby jumping spider. And out of character, did you know that there are certain species of jumping spider that specialize in eating other spiders?
It's so
I
cute.
do now.
To the point that they will mimic prey caught in a web to lure the spider out and then strike.
It's so cute.
You seem
Yeah.
far more powerful than your brother, and I don't trust you. However, I know you'd be a powerful opponent. I don't wish to fight with you if I can avoid it.
Pedipalps. Pedipaps? What are those called? I've only seen it written, not read, not heard it out loud. But yeah, it seems to be very curious about you.
There's only one option. Come on.
I'm going to carefully reach out to it.
It doesn't have a nose, so it can't sniff your hand, but it's going to like touch it with its weird mouth parts, and then it's gonna jerk forward and start biting at the web on your foot. It's gonna help you get out of the web.
Huh.
By this time, Henry has reached the rest of the group.
Somi is loudly talking about how he's sure Dime is doing fine, and it's nice of her to strike it out on her own and try and get better about this whole thing. And then Henry shows up. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, hey, Henry, what's going on?
What's that, boy? Dying fell in a spider web.
I'm stuck in the wall.
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
Yeah, you can run back to Dime, no problem, and you find Dime with
Yep.
a baby jumping spider.
Playing patty cake by this point.
Patty cake's hard with spiders. They got so many legs.
Oh, this is supposed to be my thing. I'm so jealous.
When you all burst in the scene, the baby spider kind of like rears back and tries to make itself look bigger than it is.
Don't worry, they're friends.
It's sort of.
Don't worry, Dime, I'll save you.
I'm
And so he
gonna
jumps at the spider.
I'm gonna push somebody out of the way and be nice and do my thing because
Do your-
I am the animal friend.
The Beastmaster.
Yes. What approach should I take for this?
This might be careful.
I'm bad at that.
Clever.
Forceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be clever. I will think of my knowledge and think about what sort of snack this creature might want, and then procure that snack. Damn it!
Hmm. Well,
I'm-
time to start inventing things.
I am going to use a fate point to re-roll that
Yeah.
and tap my my tamer aspect.
Because you should know better.
I should know better. There we go. That's much better.
Don't
Oh,
immediately
shit.
feed.
Yeah. It's you hold up a tardigrade like food, but you quickly realize that it's already eaten, and it's the kind of creature that eats like once a week, maybe. It's very efficient, but you can tell that it's just eaten and it's quite happy, and it seems to feel. You get the impression that based on Dime's behavior before meeting it, it'll just follow you in the hopes that you'll lead it to bigger prey.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it thinks that we are a source of food, but not us specifically. Just
It thinks of you as bait, essentially.
yeah, with bait.
That's good enough to form a mutual alliance.
But listen, relationships can change over time. You never know.
Are you gonna name the spider?
Well, I'm not. It's not my responsibility.
It's Dime's responsibility. Dime started it. Dime,
Dime, you're a parent now.
What do you wish to be named?
The spider looks at you like a spider does.
I
Shall
look
name
deep
you?
into its eyes.
Fahrenheit
Bardock.
says you want to name it Lucas.
Why Lucas?
Lucas the spider is a YouTube spider, a CGI YouTube spider.
Okay.
Not a Fire Emblem reference. Sorry.
Oh wow! For once,
I don't understand. I don't get it.
besides, there's no spider-themed characters in Fire Emblem, right?
What about this is not a lady that you want to smooch in a video game?
It's not that hot of a spider. It's a baby.
I look into the spider's eyes. I say, they want to be known as Isha.
Isha. Okay.
Spider seems to recognize its own name now, and Isha will follow you.
Thank you, random name generator.
Alright, can I have made a advantage with that roll because I didn't actually say it was doing
Oh yeah,
anything?
yeah. Do you want to reveal an aspect about Isha?
Yeah, let's do that. Yes.
All right. You know what? Since Isha is going to be traveling with you now, I'll give you both of its aspects.
Nice.
Isha is an impressionable child and very jumpy. I mean, it's a baby jumping spider. What else could it be? But as you look around now that you've adopted Isha into your party, behind the web, you see something scratched into the wall. An arrow
Oh.
pointing further north with
Oh.
Snibril's sign.
What if we're
My
being
God, we finally
trolled?
found the train.
What if it's not Snibble? What if we're being trolled? I'm joking. Of course it's Snibble.
Everyone's looking at Shara like, are you crazy?
Why even suggest that?
That's what I would do if I
Why
was
even
Snibble.
put the idea in our heads?
I'm just saying. it's
Now
what I would
Somi's
do.
having an existential crisis.
I'm a helper.
Let's just follow the sign.
Can we use the
Yes.
web? I'm
So-
going to collect some of the web.
That would be an advantage you're trying to create.
Yep, it's very sticky, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do it carefully.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very bad at careful, but I rolled really well.
That's a success.
All right, I carefully collect some web.
Get that
I'm gonna
sticky
call
web.
this aspect "How do I shot web?"
God damn it. Suddenly a scorpion appears and eats Shara.
No.
Why did no one call the spider Charlotte, now that I think about it?
Right?
'Cause that's too easy. And that's why I died. And no one appreciated her. They all cared about that fucking pig.
That pig
Yeah,
should
what
have
the
been
fuck did the
eaten.
pig ever do?
Yeah.
They didn't do shit.
Congratulations, you got advertised.
Pig
The
was
spider
awful.
boosted your brand, and you.
This spider was an artisan and literate. No one gave a shit.
The spider works for exposure.
No, no.
How dare you?
Died of exposure. Makes sense. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway.
Cautionary tale. Anyway, you move on, walking through the darkness. No more spiders, no more webs. That's good. But in the distance, far to the north, about a few more hours of walking, you see another light. Like a brightness that you haven't seen since you entered the underlay.
Is that the end?
Not quite.
I was saying that in character.
Oh. What you see is a vast desert.
My God.
A desert hard and cold to the touch, with divots and canyons all about. The wall continues, and then you lose sight of the wall almost as a dark shape looms above you towards the north, or along the side of the wall, basically. And it is titanic and basically stretches into the distance, so you can't even make out much about it.
No one was
All
meant to
right.
be here.
This is not a place for mortals to tread.
The ground is lifeless and cold. What?
Hmm.
You see, it is too exposed almost, but the shape along the wall, there appears to be pillars supporting it and space underneath it. You just have to make it through the gap between where the carpet ends and the desert tile begins.
Well, we probably should stay in the gaps there and not on the flat parts, right? It's more
Yeah.
cover.
Mm-hmm.
We need all the cover we can get. I've only heard rumors of a horrible place like this, but I didn't think it actually existed.
Can we use the
Nature,
little
you're
spider
10
to?
times more fucked up than I thought you were.
Yeah.
I hate you, nature. You killed my dad.
Can we use the spider as like a lift? Can we climb up the spider and use the spider to get up so we can climb into one of the grooves?
No.
You can reach the grooves from where you are. They aren't that hard to get to.
All right, I'll reach.
Edish is tiny.
Yeah, each is a wee baby spider.
Each probably can't support your weight.
I squish her. No,
Oh!
no, the party
Rip and
mascot,
Ish.
Rip and Ish.
And I kill Shara.
No, Rip. Our love was doomed. Anyway, I'll grab up the groove and pull myself up into it, and then start pulling everybody else up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you make your way onto the groove, you can hear the sound of wind picking up somewhere. And you watch the horizon as specks of dust and debris start getting picked up by this wind and trundling towards you. What do you do? Someone opened the fridge.
Is it's a cold wind?
Yes, a cold wind is coming, and it is pushing a huge wave of debris towards you.
I dropped prone and cling to the groove.
This will be. Oh, I don't have my PDF open, but this will be.
I'm gonna do it
Overcome.
quickly. Overcome.
Yes.
I'm going to do it quickly, or actually, I'm going to do it cleverly, because I get a +2 to overcoming a challenge which threatens my things, which is me. So that's going to be a 4.
Yeah, that is good enough to generate a boost, which is basically an advantage that's temporary.
The advantage will be, wow, this sucks. No, I'm joking.
Hit the deck.
Yeah, hit the deck. Duck and cover.
Who goes next in this? It's just gonna be you guys.
I'm gonna find a like a small pore in the grout here and cleverly shield myself by getting into it.
Good. You can. What do you get?
Yeah, 3.
3. That ties.
So
Yeah.
it gets a boost.
You succeed at a minor cost.
That's fine.
I'm gonna say you're safe. Your tardigrades, however, were too slow.
No.
Oh, no.
They're
Oh no,
swept
bubble,
away into the
bubble,
wind
bubble.
as they're just pulled up into the sky.
Yep. You're not gonna have your tardigrades for the rest of the session,
No!
unless you want to spend resources to save them.
No! Oh! Yeah.
I prefer they don't die, but
yeah.
also it's not a
Do
huge
it.
deal.
I mean, they're
If you got any
tardigrades.
advantage I can tap for free.
You could tap the one boost that Shara just made.
The sticky web to keep the, or the duck and cover.
Yeah, that's free.
I would say that sticky web. Well, this is like a perfect time for sticky web, honestly.
Okay.
So let's use
Like
that.
it's the perfect time for hit the deck.
Fine. No, but they.
And doesn't that
Yeah.
go away at the end of the scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll use that one then. It's gone.
Whereas the
It's fine
sticky
now.
white stuff is permanent. I'm carrying it with me.
Yeah, I won't use
Yeah.
that yet.
Why don't we give the sticky
So I
white
will-
stuff to Shara?
I'm behaving myself with it. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You better be on your best behavior.
Alright, so
The more you draw attention to it.
I expertly get my tardigrades. This one is this and also Henry. That's his whole name. Also Henry. And
There's just Mike as well.
I also listened to that podcast on Monday. And the other one's name is
Matt Doyle.
it's not
Matt
no.
Doyle?
This is not a McElroy property, thank you.
Well, considering how many podcasts they have, it's only a matter of time.
If you make a podcast long enough, Griffin just materializes in your recording room.
Yep. And this one's
Sometimes
other
it's just
name
the sound
is,
of a crunch.
Call this one Carla. Those are the two I have right now.
What happens to Bubbles, Drubbles, and Grubbles?
Don't worry about it.
They've already been eaten, haven't they?
Don't worry about it.
All right. I'm also going to duck into a hole, and I'm going to hide behind my shield, but I'm not going to invoke it yet unless this fails.
Is this forceful?
Yeah.
It sounds forceful. That's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So I'm going to spend my free invoke of the Millipede shield.
Well, how bad for is maybe it's just some one stress. So.
That will just tie though.
Yeah, you have
Right.
to spend 2 invokes to
Mm,
succeed.
Minor failure is not going to be painful, or success at a minor cost is not going to be painful. I should say.
All right. I'm not sure what my minor cost would be.
Yeah, I think. I think because it is such a freezing cold wind, you will be. There will be a temporary aspect upon you, a temporary consequence. It's not going to take your minor consequence slot, but it will essentially be a minor consequence until I use it against you. Then it's gone.
All right.
And this will be chilled to the bone.
But imagine how badass it is. So it's a trade-off. It's a good trade-off.
Mm-hmm. All right, got that written down.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess none of the material in here is soft enough for me to dig in the blade. So I guess I'll just follow everyone else's example. I'm gonna have my back to the wind. I'm gonna hold Isha, and this is gonna be forceful because I am sitting very hard right now. It's a powerful sit.
Those glutes.
Fuck.
It's not that powerful.
Okay,
It
well,
did
Not very
not,
powerful. Do you want to
That roll.
re-roll that?
did not
Yep,
squat.
I
Did
have
not,
a point. I can do that.
You have 3 points.
After leg
Forceful.
day, how could you have forgotten?
And what can I spend to make this less terrible?
Don't forget, because Isha is yours, technically, you can spend fate points on her aspects as well.
I don't think Jumpy or Impressionable are really gonna help me.
No. For future reference.
Um. I don't really have any good aspects, though. That's the problem.
What if you give in to your antness and drop down onto all your limbs and grip and bite at the grout to hold yourself in place? Like an
How
ant?
many limbs do you think that dime has?
Hmm. Actually, could I even re-roll before? Because I don't really have an aspect to re-roll either.
That's a good point.
It's fine. He didn't stop you quickly enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna fail
well,
no matter
actually,
what.
I would say combat observationalist would actually apply for a reroll because you observe the debris coming and then you think I should not get hit by debris. And
All
that is
right.
a good observation to have.
And can I also tag that for just adding to?
You cannot tag the same aspect on a roll on the same roll, basically.
Uh.
You hate nature. Can you tag that one?
I don't have anything that really applies to that.
She doesn't have I hate nature as an aspect, unfortunately.
I hate nature. Nature's stupid.
Maybe
What if-
Paranoid Trailblazer just because I'm doing everything right to not get fucked up by wind.
You could also, again, giving into the ant side of your cursed blade and relying on it to power you through.
I think I'm gonna keep Paranoid Trailblazer.
Okay.
Shut up, Ant. Your smells have no effect on me.
The blade says nothing because it doesn't have a spoken language. It just smells bad. That's its language. So you get a 3 in total?
Yep.
That is
So-
a tie. So the minor cost is going to be the same for you and Somi then.
All right. So that was chilled to the bone, right?
Yep.
Bone, and that's just mild.
It doesn't take your slot, I should say. It's a temporary thing.
Okay.
More temporary than a consequence, even. But the wind subsides, the debris stop rolling, and the way is clear for now.
What was that? Can I make a roll to figure out what was that?
Yeah? I would consider this creating an advantage.
All right. Oh, we're clever. Oh, nope. I don't
You
know.
have no idea.
That was some sure wind.
Bad wind. Bad cold wind.
And a dark wind, you might say.
I don't get it.
I don't get. I'm just saying words.
The
It-
black
it
wind
wouldn't be a
howls.
joke.
One of you is going to
Shut
die
up.
tonight.
I don't get it.
That's from the hit game Chrono Trigger. That recently got a really bad PC re-release on Steam. It was a port of a mobile game.
Anyway.
All right,
what
I'm
do?
going to solid snake it and crawl on my belly along this
Towards-
groove towards the breeze. Believe it or not.
Towards the dark shape with suspended by two pillars that you can see.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to stay within the groove, so it's going to be like whoop.
Right up against the wall.
Yep. Then whoop. Then
But
whoop.
These maps are not to scale and or going to be used for any sort
Right.
of
Right.
reference.
No, I'm just saying that's kind of what I'm doing though. I'm following the grout. Okay.
Okay.
It's going to take me forever because like this much distance is like days because we are very, very tiny.
If it was to scale, and that was literally 5 feet. All told, it's going to take several hours to get to the shape in the darkness, I should say, which I will call the underfridge. You reach the underfridge, unless everyone wanted to stay behind and experience the wind again eventually.
Nope.
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm following Shara.
You reach the underfridge, and the darkness extends beyond what you could possibly see, but it is rimmed on all sides, or on the side you enter from, and the border to, I suppose, the west if you're following the wall north. So yeah, so you can see two sort of rectangles of light all around you, and from what you can see into the darkness, there is there are like mountains of dust and debris, and potentially you could scavenge for resources within here, and this could make a good stop for the caravan as the climate seems fairly still.
Hey,
compared to the
I'm an
outside.
obsessive collector. What do I?
Actually,
what do I
would
see
you like
here?
a fate point to be really, really curious?
And an obsessive collector. Yes.
Have a fate point and dive into that junk.
I'm Scrooge McDucking it into this garbage. Shara
so-
is in her element. She finds a pin. She impales herself on the pin. She's dead. Make a new character. Shit.
No. You are scavenging through the dust and junk, and it is the equivalent to you of a junkyard,
Hell
only
yeah.
dustier.
Yep.
But you're not the only one that is in their element in this place, as you quickly realize. As scurrying out from being disturbed in their dust are these.
Oh no. I have
And
no
I
idea
got
what
the
those are.
small ones because the pictures I kept finding on Google for these, I know from experience how many of these things could get in your apartment. Anyway, no, but these crawl out. They're tiny cockroaches.
Ah. How tiny compared to us?
Oh, they're bigger than you.
Everything's bigger than us.
Yeah,
I hate being small.
it's bigger than Isha even.
Ah!
It is not a North American cockroach which is like inches long. This is I looked this up, German cockroach, a nymph form. They are small. They're about 4 to 5 millimeters long, so about 5 times the size of you guys, easily. But yeah, they look hungry, and you look like food.
I'm not food though. I mean, have you seen my stuff?
Shara, because you stumbled into the ambush and got a fate point, why don't you go first?
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to cleverly skirt around them, investigating them and keeping away from them to try and discern one of their aspects.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
I'm
What'd you get?
I'm inquisitive to a fault. So.
Well, you succeed with that actually.
Oh, good.
That's a blank roll right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just barely succeed with that. So, they have two aspects. I will give you one of them. You can tell from the fact that they were disturbed enough to skitter out from underneath the debris that they prefer being underneath things, and
They're light
afraid
sensitive.
Of,
Yep.
no, they are afraid of open spaces.
Afraid of open spaces. Okay.
Yes. So if you can drive them out into the open somewhere, they might just panic and flee.
Okay.
And you get one free invocation of that.
Okay. That's my turn. Who goes next? Milne.
All right, Milne is going to run up and, drawing on the knowledge that he obtained fighting the millipede but days ago, he test out the first combat trial of his new martial art that he has developed in his brain. And I'm going to
punch him.
forcefully attack one of these nymphs. God damn it!
You hurt your hand.
What do they roll?
They rolled a 2.
A 2. Shit. I am going to tap my fate points and tap my aspect of the Way of the Thrashing Millipede to re-roll that.
Okay.
Because a +2 would not do it. Huh! Yes!
You tie.
Damn. I am. I don't have any advantage right now. I'll just tie then, so I
Okay,
get a
so
boost.
You get a boost.
All right, my boost will be locked in combat.
So basically, the way of the Thrashing Millipede is to flop on your belly and thrash wildly with your limbs to confuse them, right?
No, but there's a lot of thrashing involved. It's a combat style that gives the illusion that you have many limbs when you only have 2 arms and 2 legs.
So flail wildly at them.
It's mildly effective.
Yeah. Who goes next? Oh, there are 3 of these. They get 3 turns. So
Let's go the nymphs.
okay,
Or
first
a
nymph. A nymph. Nymph A. Nymph A is going to charge forward and try to knock over Somi. Somi, you're getting attacked.
All right.
They got a 4.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, 3. All right, misread one of
Okay.
your stats.
I am going to forcefully defend. I'm going to do it by planting my shield in front of me, but it's not giving me a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Can I activate my stunt since my charges are in danger?
Yes.
All right, so this gets another +2.
So you tie.
I've not spent a fate point this session yet, but getting a +2 is just going to keep them from getting a boost. I don't think that'll be worth it.
Yeah. So giving them a boost.
Yeah.
Okay. Their boost is going to be well, as you block with your shield, the cockroach nymph latches on and thrashes you about, dizzying you, and you're going to be dazed and confused. Or dazed and confused is going to be their boost.
Okay.
Make sure you write this down, Breadmaster.
I am.
Good. Whose turn is it next?
Nymph B is going to
Okay.
go next. Nymph B is going to throw itself at Dime.
All right, I'm just gonna forcefully defend myself by stabbing it as it lunges. So this +2, that's a 6.
Okay, it got a 2. But it is going to spend dazed and confused to make it a 4.
As as he just stumbles into the path of your attack, distracting you.
And I'm going to tap Chill to the Bone to subtract 2 from you.
Hmm. Do I want to spend something, or am I just gonna let a tie go? Who gets a boost from this? Them, right?
They get
Yep.
the
Yeah.
boost.
And
Am
they
I
just
petty
spent
enough.
their one boost, so it's just them. You just spent a boost to get a boost.
Yeah. If I'm not gonna get stress anyway, I guess I'll let it tie.
Okay. I'm just gonna say they add another use to Dazed and Confused. So this
Gotta
will-
spend-
Wait, am I still the one dazed and confused though?
No, Dime is now the one that's Dazed and Confused. Just gonna pass
Okay.
pass that along. Somi, you haven't gone.
Right, and 2 of the cockroaches just went.
Yep.
I want to try to create an advantage, but I'm not sure what I can do here.
I mean, I'm good at sneak, so if you want to do something with the other thing we found, then you could do
What's
that.
the other thing we found?
Let's see. We found that they don't like to.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
but-
afraid of open spaces.
Yeah,
They're afraid
open
of
spaces. That's how it's worded.
Hmm. Actually, I'm going to try and forcefully attack the one that rendered me dazed and confused as revenge.
The first nymph.
Because
Okay.
they insulted my pride.
Okay. They will defend forcefully as well. I got a 3. Oh wait, I keep misreading that. They got a 2.
All right. I'm adding my stun to that, so that is a +2.
So
How many stress boxes do these have?
they each have 2.
Okay, so if I tapped one now, I could get rid of one.
Yes.
All right. So we have one free invoke of them being afraid of open spaces.
But you need to
So
justify how
grab
that
one
applies.
and throw it out from underneath the fridge. Just do the Vegeta spin throw.
Yeah, I throw one into an open space, and now it's more focused on getting away than fighting me, and I start beating the shit out of it.
Well, you try to beat the shit out of it, but like it looks up into the light and screeches, and then just scurries off and it disappear. But it's
Get back
gone.
here, you coward!
Who goes next, Somi?
You got
Dime hasn't gone, right?
Yeah, Dime or Critter.
Ish does not get a turn.
All right, so I guess I'm last in the order
Yeah.
then.
There's
All
one
right.
more nymph as well.
All right, Dime, go ahead.
Well, I do kind of want to stab the one that just tried to get me, but I'm going to sneak away and try to create another advantage.
Okay,
All right, so this +2, that's a 6.
that's an advantage. That's a success with style.
Nice. All right, so this is gonna get 2 free invokes then.
Yep.
Now describe the advantage.
Yeah. What were you doing exactly?
Observing.
Well, the other aspect I have for them is not necessarily a weakness, so I was.
Oh,
anticipating-
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck, I wasn't prepared for this.
Sorry, I should give them more weaknesses then.
I.
You just have found their weak point.
Maybe I scatter the debris a bit to give them less places to hide.
You basically closed avenues to escape.
Yeah.
No, I'd say make more avenues of
Oh,
escape.
that's true. Yeah, opened avenues. Because they actually.
How
didn't want
about
that.
they're exposed? That's a
That's simpler. Yeah. And that has 2 free invocations. And the last person to go is the last nymph. The last nymph is going to try. Let's see. What is it going to do? It wants to create an advantage. What is it going to do to create an advantage? I know what it's going to do to create an advantage. It's going to make use of its other aspect and rub the coating all over its body off and fling it everywhere because they have a toxic coating. These roaches are gross. It's a barely success. Okay. Actually, someone should roll to oppose. Flat roll.
Not it.
My
flat
luck's
roll,
been
I'll
kind
do
of
it.
shitty.
So that's D4F, right?
Yeah. Roll 4DF.
Yeah, 4DF. I'm sorry.
/ roll. 2. Okay, so yeah, they barely succeed.
Damn it.
So there's going to be toxic particulate in the air now. These roaches are gross. Back on Somi. Go. Your turn.
My turn. We do have 3 aspects we could invoke, so I'm going to attack again. This time, since my pride isn't on the line, I am going to try and jump on top of one to make it flashy.
An attack.
Jump on top of one and attack it with like the force of my jumping.
Okay. Yeah.
My attack is landing on it.
Yeah.
The Mario
They will
jump.
try-
Boing.
They will try to quickly defend. They tied. Oh wait, did you get a stunt bonus to this?
No.
Okay, so they tied.
So I guess.
All right. I would have to use 2 advantages to kill it.
Yes.
So
You
I
have
will just
to-
make another boost.
Actually, you have exposed and locked in combat. You could spend.
Right. Yeah, I'll just do that and get this down to 1 nymph.
Yep.
And then the next person that ties can invoke the 2 remaining advantages and we can be done.
Yep. So yeah, you basically stab through its neck part, and it shudders, twitches, and goes still. Who goes next?
Well, he punches
How
through,
about
so he uses
Shara?
his fists. Oh shit. Buck. Cox. Okay. I am
Sure,
going
these things are
to.
not good and or dateable.
I am aware. I'm gonna pull out my. I'm going to assume that they are frightened by loud noises. I'm gonna pull out my Vuvuzela and I'm gonna try and spook it out from underneath spook it down the trailway, the exposed trailways. So I'm gonna spook it with my Vuvuzela by blowing, like sneaking up behind it and blowing, like at it and spooking it out into the light.
Is this clever or sneaky?
It's
I'm-
not clever. I can tell you that right now.
It's sneaky.
I think this is a mistake.
I think it's sneaky. It's a sneaky attack. Yeah, it's very sneaky. I'm gonna invoke the exposed to do that with style and just.
Actually, you don't have to invoke anything because their defense roll was garbage, and you succeed with a great success anyway, and take out the last one. Oh
Okay.
God,
Damn it,
why?
No.
I would have preferred a plague of locust. You're terrible.
Hasn't been this time.
Even
Right,
Ken
you-
was upset.
You successfully drive off the cockroach nymphs, but it is apparent that unless you make sure that this place is safe, this is not necessarily a viable route for the caravan as it is. You'll need to prepare or figure out some way to get through the underfridge without getting attacked by these things in the future. But for right now, that's all I have planned.
Hooray.
All right.
Was that shorter than usual? I feel
Yeah,
like
I was
No,
about.
that's the same time.
It was about on
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Man, I'm-
It might have been shorter because we
Might be shorter
started a
than
few minutes
last
late.
week, just because last week went on for a while because
Yeah.
we were running out of points left and right.
Yeah, that's true. And I threw my biggest monster at you, so.
Yeah, but I felt like that happened early on in the session, and that fight just took up so much of the.
Well, the fight did take
Session.
up a lot, but that was because I gave the millipede 6 stress boxes.
Yeah, it was supposed to.
So yeah,
It's
you
a
guys
big
done
deal.
did good, and you should have a big old smile on your face. Nice, big smile.
That seems menacing somehow.
What are you talking about? I don't know
But
what you're
that, I
talking
swear
about.
to
No!
God.
God damn it!
No.
No! You're banned.
Oh,
We're
get
gonna put you in the
out.
no zone
I'm the
too.
GM.
How to ban GM from own game.
No, we should probably stop recording now.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording in 3, 2, 1.
You don't. You
Bye.
count
Bye.
down.
Goodbye.